Hey guys, Jared Weggeland here from Focus Group Florida, Keller Williams Realty. Focus Homes, your local custom home builder, and Focus Remodels when you love where you live and you want to make it better. It is Tuesday, starts a little later in the day than usual, and I'm at my office downtown. But here's Real Estate Roundup. Let's get into it. So the headline for today is Lakeland now has 42% of the needed houses for the buyers, which is amazing and great. We need to go in that direction. Still a seller's market, and the size of the home and the pricing of the home continues to go up. So let's get into the details. The last 7 days, the average sold home was a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, which has been like that for a long time. The average square footage went up, however, to 1968 square feet, and the price per square foot to the size of the home is usually an inverse relationship. So the larger the home, the less per square foot. So the average price per square foot was 186.189 for the listing and 182.27 for the purchase. The average list price was 361,212 and the average closed price was 351,852. The average sold price compared to list price was 97%, and the average days on the market actually went down a few days to 23. All right, so going back into the inventory situation, let's see what we've got. So we've got a couple places with very low inventory this week, meaning we had way more homes come off the market than were put on as listings, so a lot more new pending versus new listings. So in 33813, there was only 40% of the new listings, new pendings had a new listing. In 33801, only 56% of the new pendings were replaced by new listings. Then we had 60% in 33812, 75% 33805, and then we did have a few rays of light in there. So we had 33803, 10, 11, all 100% or more, which is great. So we're replenishing what we're taking. And then in 33809, we actually had double the amount of listings than new pending. So overall for Lakeland, we only had 85% replenishment ratio this week. So that means the inventory shrank a little bit on actual numbers. But you'll see later with the days on the market, we actually are growing in inventory, which is good. And then Polk County in general was almost 104%. So we had slightly more listings than pendings this last week. All right, so let's have a look at average price. So this week, the average price to close, excuse me, was 351,852. That's actually 23%, almost 24% greater than last year. So even though you'll see that some of the list prices are coming down, we still have pretty huge appreciation, and that's due to the seller's market. There's more buyers than sellers by a long shot. So that's where we are, and that's what's happening there. Days on the market I mentioned was 23. Last week I believe it was 26. The week before was 26. The week before was 35. The days on the market actually creeping down just a little bit, which is great. New pending sales, we actually had a little bit of an uptick this week, which is great. Let me get my graph going here. So yeah, we got all the way up to 309. So it's still below where we've been. You remember in previous weeks we've been in that 400 range, and we're not there. But we did get up to 309. We got all the way down to 186 a few weeks ago. So not quite double, but we're doing really well. And then in Lakeland we went up to 82, and we had a low of 48 just 3 weeks previously. So the sales are going well, which is great. We had a few cancellations. They seem to be the norm in the listings. Cancellations, 3 withdrawn, one expired. So people are just pulling their homes off the market for whatever reasons. I mentioned earlier that we had 42% of the needed homes. We got our latest Association of Realtors stats in. They usually come the third week of the month. So we have September stats. It shows 2.54 months of inventory. We need 6 months for equilibrium, meaning same amount of buyers, same amount of sellers. So we're only 42%. We only have 77 days of housing supplied. We need 180. So we have a 58% shortage. It's still a pretty big number. But from our lows, we had gotten down to 89% shortage, and now we're 58%. So we're doing better, but still there's far more buyers. So in this scenario, for every 42 homes on the market, there's 100 buyers. So there's still competition, but you'll notice there might be fewer offers. They might not be over asking price, but you still have more people than buying than selling. So what that means is you need to make sure your house is sale ready and not all the funk. Clean it up, stage it well, declutter, fix anything that's wrong, make sure it's move-in ready. All right, on our give back goal, we have our give back goal of 60,000 for the year. We're doing great. We're just over 46, so thank you everybody. All the professional fees that we collect, a portion of that goes back to the community, so we're really happy to do that, and we thank you for that support. Okay, so our listings, let's have a look. I don't have my screen wide enough. Hold on. So the listings are creeping up. You'll see that it's a steady increase. So this we've got 692 in Lakeland and 3425 in Polk. And when I post the graphs, you'll see that's that steady growth in actual active listings, partially to do with the days on the market we've talked about in previous things. Price decreases. So again, you'll see the Lakeland graph is pretty steady growth. We're at 531 of the listings decreased price this week, and in Polk County we're still maxing out at 1,000. So that's where we are there. As far as where we are in Lakeland, we always like to give a shout out for what's happening. We had an amazing time last week. It was the movies, the Festive Flicks at the park. It's fantastic, so fun. If you get to go another time, please go. It's got the stadium seats in the grass. They had the popcorn there. The vendor was supporting Just Cares, I believe it was. So the money for the treats went to Just Cares, which was great. We watched Nightmare Before Christmas. Super fun, super awesome. This particular weekend, if you haven't seen it already, Mr. Central Florida, the 10th annual. So our company is supporting one of our friends, Brian Russo, who's a sheriff. We're giving away a 4-day cruise for 2. So make sure you bid on that and raise money for Central Florida Hearing and Speech. Let's see what else we got on, if anything, this week. Yeah, we're still hot and heavy. Oh, into the farmers market. Yes, this weekend. Have a look at Red Tent Initiative. The money they raise is to help combat human trafficking and sex trafficking. And they're having their 5K this weekend, so we're a supporter of that. Runners, I love you, but I also think you're crazy. So the check-in's at 7:30 and the race is at 8. I know you want to get there before it gets hot. And that is starting at the First Presbyterian Church there on Lakes Hollingworth. Okay, that's it for now, guys. I'll put loads of links and stuff down below. Call if you have any questions at all, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye for now. See ya. Bye-bye.